I think I probably wrote that in 5 weeks of just getting up and hammering away at it. I'll tell you one thing that also I think there's a great lesson in.
Blayne, your IMDb shows 12 writing credits. I'm sure you've written more scripts than are just
sure.
there. But of those films, which production taught you the most about writing and why?
Oh, interesting. What we talked about a little bit earlier, the biggest lesson about writing is get up and do it. Is like, it is a job. I'm the kind of guy that I like a glass of wine, I like some music going. That's very romantic, and I'm sure Hemingway would be very proud, but that's really not how you get a script done or how you write that many scripts. And I am always writing. So it's like you got to get up, you got to spend time with your coffee, you got to look at it. And sometimes it's just sitting there, not being able to write anything that gets you 2 days later to where you are, where you can, answer the question and put it on paper. But I love working on all different genres. That's what's always fun to me, is getting hired to do, a punch up on a kid's movie, or here's a horror film, or, here's a family drama. But I love getting to do all of them because I love movies, and it gets boring doing the same thing over and over again. So as far as what taught me the most, I think it's just being thrown the random, here, I need you to do this suspense action film for me, and sometimes you'll get a finished script and you'll fix it. Sometimes you'll get a paragraph and you'll execute it, It's so I don't know, all of them, I guess. It's just the process of writing. You just get better at it. And that's something I tell young people all the time, is you get better at writing the more you write. So you have to write. You know what I mean? All the time.
Well, I know with Manic, you said that kind of showed you that you wanted to direct for the various reasons.
Right.
And then with Weather Girl, it sounds like being in an uncomfortable situation really pushed you. How long did that script take, Weather Girl?
That script almost wrote itself. When I think of the easiest writing experiences, that I think I probably wrote that in 5 weeks of just getting up and hammering away at it. I'll tell you one thing that also I think there's a great lesson in directing your own script, because you find in the editing room, if there are flaws in your script, in your logic, in your plot line, you will find it in editing. And it's crazy to me. It's like 6-month rule. I got almost no notes on that script. Everybody dug that script. It was just one of those things, sometimes as a writer, it's just something will resonate, and people just liked it. They're like, he talks a little too much, and but other than that, I'm like, great. But then we got into editing, and I have all of these structural problems. He has this moment where he realizes he loves the girl twice. No, why didn't I see that? Why didn't anyone who read the script say this moment happens twice? But nobody did, And it's made me look at scripts a lot harder now, especially my own. When is this moment in the movie? And this has to be this special moment. It can't be duplicated. Because we had to move a lot of things around. I had this great editor, Abe Levy, who helped me streamline that story that in a proper world should have been streamlined on the page. Know what I mean?
So with Weather Girl, how much do you think you really, I don't know, I'm just trying to envision that time for you. Do you think with some of the other productions you were more comfortable and it was harder to finish it? In terms of the script?
In terms of the script, I think, I didn't have TV. I had, it's really depressing. I had this season of The Office that I would watch over and over and over again. And so, I didn't really have anything to do except for sit there and write, which was by design. I didn't get cable. I just wanted to work. And it was actually easier then to write than, say, when you're happy with a girlfriend, and that's the hardest time for me to write, is when I'm happy and busy. When I just moved back from New York, and I love living in New York because there's so much to do. It's hard for me to write in New York because I'm always distracted by things that are going on outside, or what's my roommate doing down there? You know, it sounds like he's having fun. Are you drinking beer? Let me have some beer. So, you know, sometimes that lonely time it's actually easier, you know.
So from being a bartender, I know you're probably busy making drinks and getting customers' orders, but you probably had some moments when you could see the LA crowd from this other perspective.
Yeah.
And how much did you see some of that in the patrons that went there? Even though you don't really know their personal lives
Right.
at all, and everybody's putting on this happy facade.
I needed to get out of Los Angeles after 6-month rule. After 6-month rule, I had kind of hit this. I was super saturated with Los Angeles. You know, I've been here for a really long time, since I was 19 years old. Kid actor, went to UCLA. You know, like I've been in this town for a long time, and I just needed out because of, I think, what you're saying. Because of, like, I saw the stereotypes, I saw the you know, the LA shallowness or whatever, and I saw it in me, you know, which was not good either. And it's not what I wanted. So I fled to New York, and enjoyed my time very much there. And I've just moved back here, you know, for business-wise. And LA is different to me now. Like, I have perspective, you know. I see that, you know, it's not the stereotypes that I was seeing, you know, when I was here before. I was painting my own unhappy picture of it. But it's actually not that bad a place. I think I've just been here too long.
Sure, and I've heard the same thing about people that have been in New York
Oh,
and had to come
absolutely.
here. So I think it's just a change of atmosphere. Yeah.
It's true. I have friends who've lived in New York much longer than I did. You know, they're like, I'll tell them how much I love it. They'll be like, try 5 more years. And I'm like, well, maybe you should give it a break. Maybe
Yeah.
you should go somewhere else. That's what I did.
But you're also coming here with a film
Yeah.
that's coming out that has distribution. So I'm sure that's got to feel great.
It's
But
awesome.
It's a different. You're coming from a different situation than.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the thing about, like, this movie business is really weird. It's really weird because it's like it has so many different levels. Like you start, you got the script, and you got to try to raise the money, and then that's a whole thing, and then you get the money, and then you have to put it together, and then that's the whole thing. I love being on set. Being on set is my absolute favorite. I'm the best me when I'm on set. And then you wrap, and then you go into post-production, which I'm not my best me, but like it's part of it. And then you have to get the distribution, and then you get to do the film festivals, and now you're here. Literally, we get a link later today for the pre-sales of Cut to the Chase, and then in 3 weeks it'll be out, and everybody in America will be able to access it. And that's kind of like the end, really. I mean, we'll come out on DVD in June, so that'll be a whole nother thing that we'll deal with. But like, for all practical purposes, this journey is ending next month. And like, I'm just really excited, not for it to be over, but for this, you know, pinnacle of like, here we are, we made it to the crest, you know, good job everybody, what's next?